going on, guys? I am back at that little small canal from my food chain video a couple weeks ago. Basically, I'm gonna just try to recreate that same video. Brought some small hooks and some red worms. Gonna put those out, try to catch some small mine cichlids, then throw those guys back out on a larger hook, maybe get some peacock bass, cigar, and there's seen a couple largemouths in here, so maybe I could get one of those. All right, so we will give it a shot and see how the day goes. All right, so once again, small hook, little piece of worm, and then just a small split shot to help with casting, kind of keep the worm on the bottom. So first stop, let's get ourselves some bait. All right, this might just be the smallest fish that I have ever caught. Take a look at that guy. Just a tiny, tiny little mosquito fish. So I don't even know if I want to use this guy for bait, but look at that little guy. Did catch him in the mouth. It looks like a little mosquito fish, but you know what? I'll put this guy out. I'll see what I can get. Honestly, that hook might even be a little too big, but I'll drop him down, see what happens. Oh, actually, well, that didn't work. As soon as I dropped him down, he fell off the hook. So let's go back. Let's see if we can get something else. All right, so not the way I wanted to catch him. Pretty sure I just snagged this guy in the gill, but little mine cichlid, so we will go ahead and get this guy out on a bigger hook. Ma'am, I went to Broward County.
It's an easement, and that it goes up to the street. I went to Broward County too, and they were out here. And when the last time I called the police on someone, they came and they took them away.
So, all right. So long story short, I don't want to risk getting arrested for trespassing. I'm pretty sure that I wasn't on private property. If you look up at the picture that I will probably post on the screen right now, you can see that that lady's property line ends on the other bank of the canal, which I was not on, but don't want to cause problems. So I guess won't be doing fishing there anymore. Moved over to a different canal, probably about a 5-minute drive away. We're going to try to do the same thing. We're going to try to fish those worms for some bait and put them back out on a larger hook. Basically, never been here before, so we will see what happens. All right, I can see some small fish between the rocks, so I don't know, let's just drop this down and see what happens. Oh yeah, there's fish all over it already. There we go. Took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but we got a fish, and this is a new species for me. So this is not a mine cichlid, I believe. This is going to be an African jewelfish, maybe? Or is it, no? Yeah, I think it's gonna be an African jewelfish. I'm gonna double check that fish ID in a second. I don't wanna use anything for bait that I'm not supposed to. But I think it's an African jewelfish. So if it is, I'm gonna get that guy out on a bigger hook. All right, so I double checked, and that is an African jewelfish, legal to use for bait. So I will basically just cast this guy back on out, and we will see if he gets picked up by anything. All right, so that jewelfish swam into some lily pads and snagged itself. So I gotta get me some more bait. All right, so finally got another little African jewel cichlid, and this took way longer than I would have liked. Took a solid, I don't even know, 30-40 minutes. So sometimes catching bait's gonna be as hard as catching the big fish, but we'll get this guy out on a big hook and we'll see if we can get something a little bit bigger. All right, so today did not go as planned. Couldn't really fish that first spot, even though still pretty positive I was on public property and not private property. If you look at the picture, I'll post it one more time. According to county records, her property line ends on the other bank, not the bank that I was on. And what's even weirder is if you remember my Google Maps video, right? I fished the same spot. That was my first time there. The same lady told me I was welcome to fish there, which is a little weird. So I was okay to fish there one time, but apparently not this time. So, you know, people are stupid and crazy. But I came over to this canal, a little bit tougher. Wasn't able to get anything on those African jewel cichlids, but still pretty cool that I caught those. All right, so it's my first time catching those guys. I always like adding new species to my life list. That was pretty cool. I'll probably come back here one more time and see if I could do a little bit better, right? And almost forgot the mosquito fish, the first fish I got today, that little tiny guy. My first time catching one of those too. So not the way the day was planned. Would have liked to have got some bigger fish, but overall, hey, a day out on the water is better than a day at home. So I'll see you guys next time.